Good.
Glad I didn't miss anything.
Yeah. We're just about to get started here. It looks like we're just waiting for that delay. Looks like there they go. So both of these runners have already had previous matches. Steppehaan has had 2 matches before this, I do believe, maybe just one. Kyutora has also had 1, and they've both posted very good times for those runs. Let me just check on the stats here while they're mashing. Both of them going for that PC potion.
Yeah, they both have 1 match completed. It's like Kyutora didn't finish his first race and Steppehaan finished a little over 2 hours.
Oh, that's right. Kyutora, his internet, not his internet, rather, his computer blue screened. So he didn't get to finish that race. So this will actually be his first completion of a race. He'll have this and 1 other shot to get a good time in order to seed properly to advance into the single elimination.
And he was on reasonable pace when he blue screened, so...
He was on a really good pace, actually. But Steppehaan, he is a long-time runner, and he's in this tournament, he's got a PB of 2 hours and 38 seconds.
Looks like both got the PC potion.
Yep, they sure did.
If you're starting this fight around the 150 mark, it means you got the PC potion. Whereas if you skip it, you start it around 142, 143, depending on your mashing. Maybe 141 if you're Poke guy.
Steppehaan getting that first turn growl slows him down a little bit. But he's not using a second tail whip.
Yeah, I don't think the second tail whip really increases your damage much. I think it just like reduces the... or increases the amount of turns it takes growl to make you do like 1 damage. Steppehaan using his potion there. Doesn't want to die to a crit.
Looks like Kyutora will have no need to do that.
Bulbasaur crit does 4, but the Bulbasaur crit can high roll for 5. That's the 1 in 39. And they both finish pretty much the same time. Not the best rival fights, but it could have been worse.
Yeah, no big problems there. Kyutora will still have his PC potion, so it may affect his Manip coming up.
Yeah, you just have to remember about that.
Though I don't think he'll be going for the YOLO ball anyway. In his previous race, he did damage the Nitto a little bit before he tried to catch it, so I don't think he'll be going for that that frame perfect YOLO ball.
Yeah, Kyutora didn't name his Squirtle, but the male Nidoran YOLO ball is big enough that you can still YOLO ball even with the added text.
Right.
Some YOLO balls have a tight enough window that if you have to have a certain character length name in conjunction with like the cry length.
Yeah, the Paris post-last Manip is like that, I do believe.
Yeah, if you had like a Nidoran name that was nicknamed like actual Nidorino, then it probably wouldn't work. It's usually like a 4 or 5 frame like gap you get to do the YOLO ball.
Actually, funnily enough, the last casual race I was in, I mashed right through renaming Nitto and ended up not giving him a nickname, so I ran the whole race without nicknaming him.
I think at that point it might actually be faster just to reset the Manip and catch him again. You probably lose more than a minute to the nickname.
Yeah, true.
You see Nitto... That's the one that like really hurts the most. Like, if you fail nickname Squirtle, it's like fine. You lose like however long. It's not too bad, but you see Nidoking's name a lot.
And it's just kind of in your face every time you get into a battle. You're like, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that.
Kyutora with the superior talking behind Oak. Because it doesn't mess up with your yellow muscle memory. Though it's a little riskier because it gives you more chances to bonk into stuff. And if you're really bad, like me, you can accidentally like click on one of those posters and it'll remind you to press start to open the menu. In case you were wondering what that poster behind Oak told you.
I had actually forgotten that. That's one of the little childhood gems that kind of escaped my mind.
Or, you know, you did it in a run yesterday. Kyutora killing his XP here. Not a little bit of a rough route one. You usually want to be coming out of the route at 6 minutes, and he's probably going to get one more encounter. He's favored to get an encounter from here. Steppehaan also getting XP, so they're basically one encounter apart. Though Steppehaan might actually be in the lead because his Squirtle's nickname day.
True. We'll have to reevaluate when it comes to the end of Brock.
Yeah, Squirtle being not nicknamed might... you can still YOLO ball the Nido, but it might make it harder. But yeah, he's going for... What is this? I think this is the really long perfect Nido manip.
This is slow but perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Slow but perfect. FFEE. Or is it FEFF? I'm not sure.
It's probably FEFF.
Yeah. Steppehaan looks like he's going for the shorter manip. Or is he going for the... Yeah, he's going for the shorter one.
He's going... Yeah, he's going for the backup. Because normally you would save 2 tiles to the left there, but that doesn't work if that one NPC is still on the screen. So if he moves 1 tile to the left, you have to go to the left 2 tiles and then do a different manip. Which it's basically the same manip, only you go left, right, left. So you'll see Steppehaan go like left, right, left, and then do his manip.
And how many frames exactly?
No, he went right, left. Oh, this is a different manip. Okay, this is the not good Nido, but shorter than. Yeah, he didn't get it. I think you have to go left, right, left.
Actually, if he's doing that manip, he should be saving 1 tile up. There, that's the tile he should save on. And Kyutora having to redo his manip again.
Yeah, I think Steppehaan got trolled a bit because usually the trainer doesn't troll you. It's like maybe 1 in 20 of your runs. So you can get a little rusty on the backup manips.
Kyutora trying to go for that YOLO ball, and he still has the PC potion, so it doesn't work. So he is going to have to tackle this down. Steppehaan getting that Nido. Now this is FBEE.
Well, he bought 6 Pokeballs. I think it's faster to just chuck Pokeballs rather than tackle twice and like hope for the best and then reset if you run out. Alright, so Steppehaan, they both get their Nidoran at the exact same time basically, so. And I believe Steppehaan has the bad, like I guess bad is a loose term, but the worst of the 3.
Yeah, the fake God Nido.
Yeah, so it won't matter too much. He's gonna have lower defense is the main thing, so he's gonna like get wrecked by Short's kid.
And there is 1 or 2 places in the run where you may have to use an X special because you have 1 less special DV.
So just going through the forest with the immunity tiles there. Since you can't get you can only get encounters in 26 of the tiles, I believe, so about 1/3 of them. So the average encounter, the average amount of encounters you're going to get in the forest is like 0.7. Yeah, it's like 0.7. So
very unlucky to get 2 encounters here, as I did in my race on Monday.
Yeah, 2 encounters is like Why have you forsaken me? RNGesus.
Mm-hmm.
Starting the Weedle fight, double tail whip into hopefully 4 tackles. If you're really lucky, it can be 6 tackles because you miss one and you crit one. Getting poisoned. Oh no, all the frames lost because he's named Squirtle, so now he's getting Squirtle is hurt by poison. Doubles the time lost from nicknaming.
So he's definitely going to be feeling that right now.
Yeah, so it wouldn't actually surprise me if Steppehaan finishes this fight first, as long as he doesn't. And I jinxed it. As long as he doesn't get poisoned. And poisoned. Yeah, 6 HP feels really bad to heal at 6 HP, but he's actually dead to, like, tackle miss into poison sting crit. Because he's poisoned, so the crit does 5, and then you take 1 from poison. And so I think I wouldn't heal there, because it's what, 5% to... I guess crit tackle also makes you not get that range. So you're like 10% to not kill the Weedle, and then you have to get poison sting, and then you have to get crit.
And obviously, if you were not in a race setting, if you were just grinding out good starts for this, then you wouldn't heal at 6. Then, yeah.
Alright, so
but
swap. He swapped there. I'm a bigger fan, since you're opening the menu before Brock anyways to save. I like, even when you have to antidote, I like swapping Nido with Squirtle in front of Brock, because Nidoran can have issues running from level 5 Weedles.
Yeah,
as well as the Pikachus.
Yeah.
Squirtle is the only real risk to Squirtle is the level 5 Pikachu, which can just kill you if you find it. You can fail to run it and get Thunder Shock. So there's a little bit of risk to swapping the Nido in the forest.
Yeah, if you do get unlucky and get that encounter coming out of the forest, then it can play a bit of a part in how fast you get out. Only still a few seconds difference between our runners here.
Yeah, so this is going to be the only fight where you're actually switching Pokemon.
Kyutora gets that first turn bide. He's going to have to Tail Whip to stall.
Yeah, and he gets the short bide, which is annoying. If you're going to Tail Whip twice anyways, you'd prefer a long bide because of this exact reason. So, yeah, he's going to 2-shot Onix. I'm not sure if he had good special, but he got the crit, so it didn't matter.
Looks like they both had decent special. They 2-shot the...
So, both of them within 5 seconds of each other, maybe?
Yep.
Kyutora basically done with his time loss from not nicknaming Squirtle. Just a little bit more when you surf.
And strength.
Yeah. Both of them... little bit rough Brock times. You don't want to be finishing Brock this late usually. Steppehaan choosing to swap options in the gym, and Kyutora swapping them outside the gym, which is a little slower than doing it in the gym, though I think optimal is in the mart on the turn frame.
And now they're basically synced, or they were when they were walking up to that mart.
Yeah, Kyutora double inputting to escape ropes, it looked like. That happens a lot if you don't buffer to potions there. Yeah, you can, like, when you press A to shop, you can just hold A and down and it just goes straight to potions and starts buying them for you. So you can't accidentally double input there.
Good to know.
Yeah, it's kind of like the buffering with the YOLO ball, where you like hold down an A and then switch to A and B. You can do that buffering in a lot of places and menus to save time and avoid the risk of double inputs. That's kind of why you see like the really top runners doing all their like battle menus and menus like a lot faster than other people, because they don't have to hesitate and stuff, because they're just buffering. Kyutora has taken significantly more damage on this fight, but it's not gonna matter much unless he goes below 12, which he doesn't because tackle miss. As long as you're above 12, you're just gonna heal to full before short sky anyways.
Yeah.
Kind of curious to see how Steppehaan's Nido does on short sky, because he's gonna have 1 less HP and he's gonna take more damage from quick attacks and tackles. So I think he's saving here. Yep. Usually if you see them potioning like on the tile before short sky like that, I guess Steppehaan was 1 short, but usually like walk right up to short sky then heal and save.
Yeah.
Whereas if you aren't going to save, you want to do it before being right next to him so you can buffer talking to him.
Steppehaan getting a little unlucky.
Yeah, this is the drawback from his Nido, is he takes a ton of damage. Like, he just took 9 from that tackle. You would never take 9 from a tackle with the better Nido.
Yeah.
Tackle would do 7 to 8. Quick attack would do 8 to 9. And then
Now
with
he
a
has
tail
to
whip, it would be a
hope.
little bit more.
He has to hope for no wrap here.
Yeah, Rap's not gonna kill him, so he can just heal on the first turn of Rap. But yeah, he's not gonna die, but you still don't want to see Rap, obviously. Alright, so Kyutora finishing the Ekans, didn't look like he got wrapped at all, which is nice. And he has good health.
Steppehaan getting that 4-turn wrap.
Yeah, neither of them are going to get red bar from Bug Catcher, and I'm assuming neither of them are going to do Mega Punch, so having a lot of health... Like, Kyutora has good health for Mega Punch, but I'd be surprised if he does Mega Punch.
I would be surprised at that too. Steppehaan, it's actually not viable for him to do Mega Punch with his fake God Manip, or fake God Nido Manip.
Yeah, and you can tell that he's not going to do it, because if you're going to do Mega Punch, you don't swap Horn Attack and Leer there. Though Kyutora has good health for Mega Punch, he could have done it if he wanted to. You want to have at least like 16 or 17 health going into top last. Because ideally you don't want to heal on top last and then get red bar after top last. For the Paris Manip and the Pidgey Catch. Kyutora pulling out to a bit of a lead here because of the no wrap for Mechans. And probably going to hold this lead unless one of them gets like double string shot into being slower than one of the Pokemon with Harden. Oh, he is. He's slower than... I think he's speed tied with Metapod here. When you're speed tied with Metapod, the important one to win is the first one. But yeah, it looks like Metapod's faster in the first 2 turns. I'm not sure if he's slower or just is... Yeah, I thought he was speed tied and just got unlucky there. It's pretty hard to be slower than the Metapod. That's 3 string shots. 2 string shots is speed tied with Metapod. So yeah, because of that, they are now tied again. He had to take an extra turn on the Metapod fight.
Almost synced. And going into this last Bug Catcher fight, yep, none of them are doing top last. You were right.
Yeah, Kyutora probably couldn't have done it now because of the Metapod, because he's probably going to be short on Horn Attacks. But he does have enough health for it. But yeah, he only has 7 Horn Attacks. Because he had to use an extra one there. Steppehaan getting red bar, which is really good. Especially when you're not doing Mega Punch, because when you do Mega Punch, having red bar after this fight's a little scarier because if the flyer kills you, you have to center, and Mega Punch skips the center. Whereas if you're not doing Mega Punch, if you do damage to the flyer, then the flyer kills your Nido, you can just switch to Squirtle and throw a Pokeball, then heal at the center, it doesn't matter. So you'll basically never see anyone heal their Nido before the flyer if they're not doing Mega Punch.
And Kyutora getting jigglied.
The Lucky Puff.
Lucky
His
Puff.
run is now going to be blessed with good RNG.
Oh.
Yeah, as I said, this doesn't matter at all. Nido dying there doesn't matter.
Yeah, because you're just going to go to the center anyway, but it's still not fun to see.
Yeah, but that was like the point I was making, where if this was Mega Punch, he'd be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Alright, so Kyutora also finding his Pidgey after the puff. He was doing suboptimal grass looking, it looked like. Usually when you're looking through the grass, you want to come to a complete stop before you turn so you can get an encounter on the turn frame. But he was just like going left and right as fast as possible. So yeah, Steppehaan reviving his Nido. Gonna have a little bit less happiness because it fainted, but I don't think happiness is even in Gen 1. So I think he's fine.
Alright, let's see if Mount Moon is going to be kind to our runners today.
Yeah, one encounter before Super Nerd is kind of expected. 2 is where you would start complaining about how unlucky you are, and 0 is like, must be nice. Level 11 Zubats is scary, so he's not going to kill that. That thing knows Supersonic. Don't want to mess with that thing.
Kyutora he's getting an encounter on almost the same tile.
Level 7 Zubat is iffy. Yeah, he's not going to kill it. On 14, level 7 is a range to one-shot with Horn Attack, and I'm pretty sure it's 100% to kill a level 7 at 15 with Horn Attack. So I'm more inclined to kill level 7s at level 15 than 14.
So it's a level 8 and a level 10, or 2 level 9s is what you're really hoping for, right?
Yeah, anything that adds up to 18 of levels. You could kill 3 level 6s. That would also work. So, like, if I get a level 6, I'll kill it just because it leaves more options for killing, right? Like, if you kill the level 6, then if you see a level 7, suddenly that's actually good for you. Whereas just the level 7 is kind of bad because that makes you need a level 11.
And that gets kind of scary.
Yeah, it's like, if you kill the level 7, you're not going to see a level 11 very often. So then, like, if you see a level 10, it's like, do I kill this thing and hope for, like, any Zubat? Do I run from this and just take my partial experience? So the level 6 always dies in one hit. So you can kind of kill it just to, like, leave yourself more options. So level 10 Zubat at 15, I wouldn't be surprised if he kills this, and he does.
Yeah, he's going for it.
And, alright, so level 10's also no Supersonic, which, again, the level 10s and 11s no Supersonic, which is scary, but they also give the best experience, because suddenly, basically, any Zubat gives you your 138 that you need. So, like, that's kind of like a big question mark. There's no, like, confirmed best way to get Mount Moon experience, so it's kind of personal preference as to what Zubats you kill and which ones you don't.
Mm-hmm. And Kyutora being so new to this route, I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't go for Moon experience at all, and just goes for late Thrash. It means he's going to take 2 turns on Mankey Guy instead of 1 turn, but...
Which is not always a bad thing, because Mankey giving you red bar is nice, but in a race it's less likely that that matters.
Right.
That's actually kind of like a drawback for the world record attempts on Mega Punch, is like you're less likely to get red bar from Mankey because you're one-shotting so many things. So both evolving into Nidorino.
Hands off the controller time.
We'll see which Minips they do. I'm a big fan of Palette Minip, but not everybody has learned Palette Minip.
Steppehaan is not doing Palette Minip.
Palette Minip's so good just because it has so few IGT 0 frames. This one's 52 out of 60, and Palette Minip's like 58 out of 60.
I'm thinking I should learn it just for that reason. Kyutora also doing the regular Minip.
Yeah, like Palette Manip has like I think four failures, but two of them are Paris's at the end of the route anyways, so it's not even that big of a failure. As opposed to something like a Geodude halfway through, which is the other failure for Palette Manip.
Yeah. Can I ask you, does blue palette have to be the one that you flash to or hold?
If you're a cool kid, yeah. But
All
otherwise,
right.
you could just do whatever palette you wanted.
Well, I mean, everybody knows that brown palette is best palette, so...
If you don't want to be lame, you pick blue palette. I mean, if you don't care about your aesthetics, like a crazy person, you could sure pick brown palette. I would also accept the reverse palette. That is also an acceptable choice for Palette Manip.
Okay. Steppehaan taking an early turn there. It's going to get a level 10 Paris here.
Yeah, this one's YOLO ballable. Is that even a word? YOLO ballable.
YOLO ballable. Kyutora taking that same early turn. Going to get his same level 10. If you take the turn one tile after that rocket to your right there, then you'll get a level 12 at the end of this.
Yeah, and you have to like weaken it. So Kyutora does not get the YOLO ball, even though he got the right Paris, so he's going to tackle it. You can actually, I'm pretty sure you can Horn Attack this Paris.
And you should be able to.
I think crit Horn Attack is a range, but it's still probably better because this is unlikely to get in the ball. So here we go, got it in.
Does get it, and it hands off the controller time number 2 for both of them.
You actually can't cancel You can't cancel Moonstone evolutions, so if you're feeling so inclined, you can mash B all you want. Though I don't think that's relevant for anything. You can't cancel Moonstone evolutions. For reasons unknown. Yeah, so neither have Mega Punch, so both of these Pokemon are going to be a 2-shot as opposed to a 1-shot. The Zubat's a little scary since it does no Supersonic. Also, it's really annoying because it looks like you can Poison Sting this Zubat, but Poison Sting does like no damage to it. The dreaded post-Rocket pre-Nerd encounter. Level 11 Zubat. I wasn't keeping too much track. He probably... Yeah, I was going to say he probably kills that unless he already has his Moon experience, so I assume he has his Moon XP. Alright, so starting up the Grimer fights. Just going to be hope for no disable Horn Attack, which is by far the worst thing that can happen, but both got pound. Think if you're level 17 for Voltorb, yeah, you want the Screech, because now you get the badge boost for coughing. Kyutora is going to get 17 after the Voltorb, and so the badge boost wouldn't matter. That's another fringe benefit of Moon XP, though Steppehaan got a crit anyway, so this badge boost didn't matter. Kyutora also got a crit on the coughing. See if any Dome Fossil enthusiasts.
Oh, they're both going to praise Helix.
Can't blame them.
Steppehaan getting that last tile encounter.
Yeah, so he's gotten 2 post-Manip encounters as opposed to Kyutora, who I believe got 0. So Kyutora leaving Mount Moon first. So it's the lead is negligible at this point. It's still anyone's game. There's so much stuff on Route 3 and beyond that can close this kind of a gap. And so they're gonna heal here to mostly to set their waypoint for Bell. If you didn't need to dig here, you don't necessarily need to take the center. Like in yellow, you don't take the center here, because you have to walk back.
Right, because using an escape rope in Bill's house doesn't work anymore.
Yeah. So that's one of the things you can get your muscle memory wrong if you're playing both yellow and red at the same time, is whether or not to center there. Don't want to forget the rare candy. I'm gonna start the rival fight with Horn Attack, both of them.
My new save point.
So, yeah, the big question is whether or not Pidgeotto Sand attacks you. It's basically the only thing that can troll you on this fight is Pidgeotto Sand attack. So it's a really big troll. Especially if it happens on turn 1, then you have to hit another Horn Attack before switching out. Though that's not what he's doing.
Kyutora is not doing that. He is switching right to his Squirtle.
He also switched to a Slave with a lot of health.
Pidgeotto trolling him some more, using two more sand attacks.
Maybe he'll get enough tail whips in that he can one-shot the Pidgeotto from here. Alright, you got the quick attack crit, which is nice. You wouldn't want to like have your Squirtle get 3-shot or something. Steppehaan also swapping out, but he swaps out on turn 2. So here, if Pidgeotto Sand attacks again, Kyutora is like in big trouble. But he doesn't. So usually if you get Sand attack on turn 1, you want to try and hit one Horn attack to get Pidgeotto low, so that you can just swap out, have your Slave die, come back in, one-shot the Pidgeotto, and there's no risk of another Sand attack.
And that mistake from Kyutora, not mistake, but flub, I guess, to go to Squirtle instead of to something with a little less health, has made it so these guys are basically on par again.
Yeah, also, like, basically, there's a couple spots during this, like, stretch here before healing in Lavender Tower where you might need to switch out to a Slave and let it die. And so, like, for example, if you were to switch out Pidgey here, and then you need to swap out on Boat Rival, you wouldn't have your Pidgey, so you'd swap out the Paris. So he might need to use his Squirtle at some point, but the Surge fight is the best place to use the Squirtle, since Raichu's gonna always use Thunder Shock and always one-shot your Squirtle. I'm not sure if he might be able to use the next speed, but he usually just Thunder Shocks your Squirtle. So you'd want to use the Squirtle switch on the Surge fight if you're going to use it anywhere. You also might need to switch a Slave on the Misty fight. There's like 3 or 4 places. You could hypothetically run out of Slaves and be sad. Oh yeah, Teckle brings up a good point. He's not going to have the Squirtle for the Geodude fight now. A common strategy on the top hiker fight is if you don't kill it in the first thrash, you switch out to Squirtle, but then bubble the Geodude because the experience isn't needed unless you got Moon XP. And so it's just faster to switch to Squirtle and bubble at that point than risk hurting yourself in confusion, unless you're going for Red Bar. But now the Squirtle's fainted, and so he's not going to have that option available to him.
Right, so he's going to really have to pray for that 4-turn thrash.
Yeah, well, he could just, like, switch out to, like, Pidgey or something, and then switch back and thrash again to heal the confusion. But that would be kind of slow.
Yeah.
Compared to just one bubble, which always one-shots the Geodude from... I believe it always one-shots the Geodude. Unless you, like, Gen 1 miss thrash or something.
Getting trolled again by Sand Attack, missed 1 Poison Sting. I don't think he's going to miss any more here. Oh, he does miss the next Horn Attack.
Yeah, I think the math comes out to you're going to get hit by, on average, 1 Sand Attack on this route, so when you get more than 1, it feels pretty bad. But there's like 4 turns, usually, where you can get Sand Attacked.
Yeah. Kyutora getting 2 on Nido already, and 2 more on Squirtle.
Sure. I guess the average is changed by the fact that you can get like the first Sand Attack and then miss, and that allows for another Sand Attack. Yeah, missing the Ekans range into Wrap is one of the worst feelings in this bridge. The Ekans is about 50-50 to die. I think it's like 55 or something. So yeah, because of the Wrap, Steppehaan pulls ahead again. Again, the lead's going to be seesawing completely on this part.
Kyutora does have a good red bar set up for the rest of this route.
Well, this fight's actually scary on 7 HP.
It can be, yeah.
Like, quick attack does 5. Then you have to heal on a Nidoran. Which could be slow. But I think it's fine to just... I think he might be dead to quick attack crit, actually. He's probably dead to quick attack crit. Gets his 100th sand attack of the route.
It's actually lucky in this one to get that instead of getting a tackle or QA.
I still don't like getting sand attack, but yeah, maybe you're right.
True, yeah.
Like, this is so awkward. Like, what if you miss Horn Attack and then die here? Like, the fact that you're not 100% to hit Horn Attack makes evaluating your risk really hard. Because it's like, what if you're at 1? It's like, are you going there? Like, it can be really hard. Yeah, so you have to heal before Mankey here.
Yeah. Mankey can screw you up.
Steppehaan has Moon XP, so he's going to be 23 for this fight and just thrash it. Whereas, yeah, Kyutora has to. If Kyutora was 21 there, he wouldn't have had to heal. He would have just double candied and then one-shot the Mankey. So that's another benefit. And then he would have had red bar. Like right now, he'd be at, what, like 8?
He was at 3, so yeah, like 7 or 8, I think.
Yeah. Oh, I thought he was at 1. Yeah, 3, I think he gets 7 HP from the 2 level ups. So yeah, I think he'd be at like 10. Which, regardless, it's still red bar. So yeah, he's leveling here. He has enough health to hurt himself in Confusion once on Geodude, which is nice since his Squirtle is fainted. Overriding Poison Sting there. There's been a bit of debate over which move you should keep here. There's like different bonuses to keeping like Poison Sting versus Leer versus, I guess, Tackle. I guess Tackle's the worst one to keep. There's like fringe scenarios where you might want Poison Sting. Like if you hurt yourself at Confusion on Goldeen, you can Poison Sting to finish the Goldeen off. Since you're no longer Thrash locked because you hurt yourself in Confusion. Whereas if you keep Leer, you can use Leer to do something like set up on the Venonat in before Rock Tunnel. Alright, so we'll see how this top hiker fight goes for them. You're really hoping for a crit. You're also hoping for tackle turn 1. Because defense curl turn 1 is really bad, since even a 4-turn thrash isn't going to kill unless you crit. There you go. Easy peasy.
Easy fight for Steppehaan there.
Yeah, critting the Geodude on turn 2 after defense curl is like the best feeling.
Yeah.
Because you are like hopeless. That's literally the only thing that can save you from having to hit through on Confusion. And Kyutora gets crit. The turn 1 crit is worse because if you get defense curl now, you don't kill. But now he can hope for 4-turn or just hit through in Confusion and he gets the 4-turn. So yeah, that's the difference between turn 1 crit and turn 2 crit is the defense curl. Alright, so Squirtle being dead not costing him anything there. So it looks like they're going to be about even going into Misty.
Steppehaan just 1 fight ahead.
Yeah, there's not too much variance here. There's just 2 quick attacks you could get. Which cost you like 5 seconds each, I guess. Steppehaan's got an interesting amount of health. If he takes no quick attacks, it's probably reasonable for him to just not heal. Especially since you're saving before Misty anyways. Whereas Kyutora is most assuredly going to use at least 1 potion before Misty.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Steppehaan just use 1.
I mean, 1 potion's fine, but like 63 health for the Misty fight is so much. There's 0 chance you're getting red bar from 63. Which, I mean, might be fine, but it's pretty free red bar to set up for, since you're still dead to the same stuff. Bubble Beam crit, or Bubble Beam Speedfall, or like X Defend Troll. There's usually no reason not to go for red bar there. the kind of risks you have to evaluate when like thinking about going for red bar is, are you actually incurring any additional risks? So like by healing up an additional 20, he's probably still just gonna die to all the same things. Maybe he could survive like a Bubble Beam crit low roll. Usually Bubble Beam crits hit you to about 15 or 20 from full health. I guess it does like 65-ish?
Yeah, I'm not sure on the number on that, but that seems right.
Yeah, you healed a full in yellow. So I'm trying to like remember how much health you get to after Bubble Beam crit. I think it's about 15-ish, 15, 20. So this will be where I guess Steppehaan can, I think a good strategy here would be to not heal, then wait until... Oh, he did take a quick attack, so he's probably, yeah. He's healing to full, wow. Yeah, now he can take a Bubble Beam crit, but he's given up any hope of getting red bar.
Probably just wants to get clean through Misty.
Yeah.
That's what he's really hoping for.
Yeah, now he survives Bubble Beam crit. He also survives like Bubble Beam Speedfall into Water Gun. He might survive Bubble Beam slow Speedfall into another Bubble Beam if he gets some low rolls.
Kyutora healing to full as well.
Yeah, so both playing really safe. Giving up the issue with like giving up red bar here is you're not just giving up red bar here, you're also giving up any possibility really of red bar after Surge. Since you're going to be like 35 going into Boat Rival most likely. Alright, so Steppehaan getting confused by Supersonic but hitting through. Though that's still like one of the slower things that can happen on this fight. Yeah, they'll both probably finish this fight around like 35. Yeah, Goldeen tail whipping Kyutora, which is the best thing usually. Sometimes you might want Peck to like set your health up better, but usually tail whip is the best thing you can see from the Goldeen. Excluding like Supersonic fail. Alright, so the X defend, but he crit. So yeah, he's at 77 health. No red bar in sight.
Yeah, even if he really sets it up between Boat Rival and Surge and the first trainer you come across in Rock Tunnel, he's gonna really have to stretch it and get really lucky to get Rock Tunnel red bar.
There's no way he gets the red bar now. There's a strat where if you like get X defend from Misty and you're at like 50-ish health because you took no damage from Misty, you can like Leer Kadabra or something, let it hit you once, and then Thrash. But that's a little bit risky, and that would only be really done in like world record attempts, so never do it in a race.
Kyutora got bubble beamed with Speedfall and got the confusion, but thrashed through it and got out cleanly. Actually, I don't know if he got the Speedfall or not.
Well, if he got the Speedfall, he would have been hit again. So.
True, yes. Yeah.
One Speedfall's enough for Starmie to be faster than you. That's why, like, in old routes where you didn't have a God Nido, you would sometimes be slower than Misty there. It's because you need a certain speed DV to be faster than Misty at level 25.
Steppehaan getting that jingle skip. Just as Kyutora moves on.
Alright, so Steppehaan going into the Pidgey fight here. None of these fights are scary if you have this much health.
Yeah, above 15 or 16 health, you really don't have much to worry about here.
Yeah,
Kyutora also getting the jingle skip. Wow.
If you're below 15, you want to heal before this fight. Though if you're like between 7 and 14 health, you can consider going into the grass and talking to the Eradicate trainer first. So you can have red bar for him. Kyutora getting a Vermilion encounter.
Unlucky.
Yeah, you're going to get a Vermilion encounter in about half your runs. Probably a little less than half. It's like, what, 8 tiles or something? So, maybe more than half. Steppehaan actually took no damage on the Pidgeys, which is kind of funny. Yeah, it looked like Kyutora just got one Bubble Beam.
Yeah, so he is in a slightly better position for the setup now.
Yeah, it's still unlikely that he gets red bar after Surge, but he should have enough. He should have low enough health that if he wants to find a place in Rock Tunnel to set up, he can. That's kind of a big divergence in strategies too, is how willing you are to go out of your way for red bar on Rock Tunnel. We've seen people just completely ignore it. We've seen people like try and set up on Cubone, set up on Slowpoke. Steppehaan actually is buying his 3 super potions here instead of buying them in Celadon.
Just in case he needs them?
Yeah, I mean, there shouldn't be a place where he needs them, but it doesn't really matter. Like, it's a little faster to buy them in Celadon, and it can make your menuing a little awkward if your super potions are out of order and you've got muscle memory for the menus.
Steppehaan going into the next rival fight.
It's kind of convenient in Celadon where you'll go down 3 to buy super repels anyways, and then as soon as you finish buying super repels, it goes straight back up to the top, which just happens to be super potions. So you can like save some clicks there buying super potions. Alright, so obviously didn't have to heal before this fight. Wow, I've never seen the potion from Eradicate. Yeah, he hit it low enough that rival potioned on the Eradicate.
Wow.
So he's really taking no damage.
Yeah, Kyutora playing it extra safe here.
But did he heal before the fight?
Yeah, he did.
Wow. I mean, I guess that's fine. It's very unlikely you die from 30... I think he's like at 35-40. The only real way you would die from there is Hyper Fang crit plus like being unlucky. Like you would Hyper Fang crit only does 21. I think 21 is the high roll for Hyper Fang crit.
Yeah. Something
maybe
like
22 is the high roll, but that'd be like a 1 in 39. So like you would have to get hit by Pidgeotto twice and get Hyper Fang crit and get Vine Whip. Like, usually you go into this fight with, like, 21 health and not worry about it too much. But, I mean, if he's just, like, totally ignoring red bar anyways, you might as well... Like, if he was planning on healing anyways, it's not the worst to just get Bubble Beam for this fight, since Bubble Beam is a shake animation, and Horn Attack is a flash animation, and so Bubble Beam is going to be 1 second faster on average. For each Bubble Beam. Bye-bye, Steppehaan.
Going forwards, as most people like to point out in this point of the run.
Yeah, this is the best part of the run, because it gives you like 10 seconds to sprint to your kitchen and get a drink if you need one. If you got really good skills.
Mm.
Or you can just rock out to the fantastic Steppehaan music. Alright, Alright, so Steppehaan's teaching Bubble Beam in this menu since he didn't heal before Rival. So yeah, teach Bubble Beam, swap slot 1 with Repels, go down 1, teach Fly, go up, or go down 1, teach Cut, go up 3, teach Dig. And I expect to see, yep, there's the save for the Kansmanip.
Yeah.
Kansmanip is certainly the easiest of the manipulations to learn if you're just starting out.
Yeah,
but it's also the least important.
Well, I mean, you say that, but you can definitely lose a lot of time if you get really trolled by these cans.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's bad, I'm just saying it's not as important as the Moon Manip or the Nidoran Manip.
True. For the current run setup, it is quite important to get a good Nido. It's quite important to have a Paris in the run, and also making your Mount Moon a lot faster.
Thrashing the Voltorb, which is interesting. Normally you would just double Bubble Beam the Voltorb and then thrash the Pikachu if you had enough health to tank a Sonic Boom.
So he's going to need a 4-turn right here.
Well, I mean, he's at 80. So he could just try and hit through it if you really wanted to.
Oh, and he gets an X speed. Oh, but he gets that 4-turn thrash.
Yeah, like Raichu can't do damage to you, so you could hit yourself in confusion, what, 6 times and you still wouldn't die? I think confusion does like 13 there.
Kyutora having to reset. Maybe didn't buffer that A input correctly.
I didn't see. Maybe he got IGT zeroed. We can see if he got IGT zeroed. Oh no. Okay, so he either did the 2A presses and got IGT zeroed. He just messed up. Because if he did no A presses and got IGT zeroed, the solution isn't to just do it again. You have to like go to the top left can. So I would assume he did the 2A presses, got IGT zeroed, and then reset and did it with no A presses. Alright, so Steppehaan getting his bite, Kyutora finishing the Surge fight right about now, so about a minute apart, maybe less.
Yeah.
Maybe 5 minutes because that guy really likes his Rapidash. Alright, so the Growl doesn't matter here. Yeah, and especially since he crit anyways. So yeah, even if he like got hit by Cubone, he doesn't have good red bar. So neither runner's gonna have red bar for this part. Unless he wants to do something crazy like set up on Cubone and on Slowpoke.
Ill-advised for sure. So
yeah, definitely in a
race.
race.
This is a 4-turn Thrash Girl.
Significantly less scary when you're at 80.
Yeah. And Steppehaan has been taking a bit of risk with 4-turn Thrashes in this run already, so it doesn't surprise me that he's just going for it.
I think Paper Guy's the only one in this race who could is unlucky enough to kill himself from 80 with hurt himself in confusion. Alright, just hits through anyways. Yeah, so it is about a minute. Steppehaan was getting it. It's about a minute and a half, I think. I think Steppehaan was getting his bike around 52:45. This part of the run's pretty uneventful when you aren't going for Red Bar.
Yeah, it ends up being pretty safe and free. Just gotta remember your movements through Rock Tunnel.
Yeah. It's kind of interesting when you are trying to set up Red Bar because you like want to figure out exactly which bit of damage is going to give you the best Red Bar setup. There's a couple places you can try and take damage. Steppehaan going above Top Hiker. Or, I guess not Top Hiker, but he's going above that Hiker, which is slower, but I guess it's safer? It's not really safer.
It depends on your muscle memory, I guess. If you're not
I think you can just go up 2 tiles and he still can't see you. Unless you like go up 2 tiles and then start going right, then he would see.
Yeah, so if you're not confident in your ability to turn that early, then could be a little safer.
Seems kind of funny to like be afraid about hitting that guy and then go into Rock Tunnel and like be 1 tile away from hitting multiple trainers when you can't even see.
Kyutora getting unlucky. Tries to switch into his Squirtle, but it's dead.
Oh, I don't know why he's switching out here. I mean, I get that he's confused, but he has so much health. Now the Pidgey's poisoned, right?
Yeah, so he's going to have to deal with the flashing poison animation for the next, how many tiles? 30-something tiles?
Usually you have to watch an Emerald run to get some good biking while poisoned. So it's even better on the mock bike because it's like twice as fast and it's like
Did someone say sandstorm?
Exactly. Alright, here's the Oddish fight. Again, he's not going to die or anything on this fight. But he could get stun spored, which would be sad. It's only like 10% or something.
He's level 30 on this fight, so he's pretty safe.
Never mind.
Yeah.
I thought Kyutora was the one with experience, but I guess Steppehaan's the one with experience. Yeah, so yeah, Steppehaan's not going to have any issues. He's not even going to have to worry about healing for Lavender Tower rival. Sometimes you have to heal for that fight if you're really low in Rock Tunnel.
So Kyutora, one of the benefits of having this flashing poison animation is it makes you bike a little slower, so you have more time to react.
I'm not sure biking slower is a benefit in a speedrun.
Not really. Trying to find a silver lining somewhere.
Someone called PETA, just like watching the Pidgey die slowly. Poor guy. Just like bikes right past the center while he's like dying from. Alright, no thrashing on the Geodudes for Steppehaan. Though he could probably tank a self-destruct from here. That'd be an interesting Red Bar setup. Graveler self-destruct.
I'm actually not sure how much range that would be.
It does a lot.
Yeah.
I think 70 might actually die to it, but probably not. I don't think anyone's ever tested the Graveler self-destruct setup. Alright, so this is going to be a much more interesting fight for Kyutora, since he's both lower health and... Oh, he just gets the Oddish.
He gets the crit, so it doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah, you're about 50% to kill that Oddish. And then Stun Spore's only... I guess Stun Spore and Sleep Powder are both bad. So 50% to use a bad move, and they're only 75% accurate. So, what, 37.5% on top of the 50%?
So Steppehaan was about 59-10 coming out of Rock Tunnel here. Kyutora has 2 trainers left. This Hiker and then one more.
Yeah, you get the Thrash Growlithe if you're this high on health, so I guess that's a plus. It's faster on average to Thrash Growlithe, but it's a range to kill. I think it's like 85-ish, maybe 90. Whereas the Bubble Beam is 100%, but Bubble Beam plus Thrash is slower than just Thrash. First try Elixir.
Nice. I was kind of worried about that because it looked like he bonked on the bottom there.
I guess if you're using an audio cue, that might mess up your timing, yeah.
Yeah, I usually use an audio cue, but I think Steppehaan uses number of rotations.
Yeah, it's 12 petals plus 1 tile, which is another way to keep track of it. It's 12 petals plus 2 tiles if you're going for top Elixir. So Steppehaan won't be buying super potions there since he bought them in he bought them in Vermilion.
Yeah, so it makes for a simpler menu here, but arguably a little slower. Okay, Kyutora about 2 minutes 10 seconds behind, coming out of Rock Tunnel here.
Yeah, he was about a minute and a half behind at Surge, then the fiasco with 4-turn Thrash probably cost him about 40 seconds.
So, I'm sorry, I missed it. Did Steppehaan get Ice Beam there?
I did not see. I was watching Kyutora fight.
Because he has been
not enough
to do
money for 3. Wait, is he not? Oh, why is he? I guess he's kind of panicking. You don't need 3 specials. You only need 1. 3 is for Sylph Red Bar. Maybe he's going for Sylph Red Bar, but I doubt it. I'm guessing he's on Ice Beam since his money was that tight, maybe?
Yeah. He has been known to switch it up a little bit, sometimes going for Ice Beam with late EQ and sometimes going for Blizz. But I guess we'll see here when he does his fly menu.
Yeah, the fly menu is a little different if you don't get Ice Beam.
Yeah, it's a lot shorter, actually.
Yeah, because you don't have Horns Drill. And it looks like, yeah, Rock Slide's the only TM he got from the Drink Girl.
So he is doing Blizz strats. Interesting. So he should not be teaching Horn Drill here. He'll be teaching Drill right before the Pokédoll fight in Lavender Tower.
Yeah, so he's going to swap up back accuracies, go down 3 to fly, and then just back out and fly. Since his cursor's going to be right on Pidgey, it also feels a little nicer.
That also means he's going to have to swap around his X speeds a little later too. Or is it X speeds or X specials? I can't remember.
Yeah, you swap your X speeds later. Usually you haven't swapped your X speeds up for Sylph Rival, which is kind of awkward. Some people like to swap up X speeds during the Pokédoll fight, but I think it's a little slower on average. But then you just gain the comfort from like a cleaner menu on Sylph Rival. So it's probably faster if like you're fumbling around trying to find your X speeds in your bag.
Kyutora definitely going for Ice Beam, and I assume since he is most likely following the new Exarian guide, he's going to be going for a late Ice Beam, or a late EQ. Sorry, rather.
About 6x speeds, which might suggest he's going to try and Horn Drill the Arbok. So this Lavender Arrival fight's actually pretty boring on the Blizzard route. You just like use the super effective moves and then thrash at the end. I guess it's also boring on the other route because you just X accuracy.
You just X accuracy and Horn Drill.
Takes a little bit more thought, I guess, on this version since you can't just like smash your face into your A button for like 20 seconds.
But smashing my fate is what I do.
Alright, so yeah, teaching Horn Drill, which means he's on Ice Beam Strats.
Yeah.
Because you need Bubble Beam after this menu on Blizzard Road, but you do not need Bubble Beam after this menu on the Ice Beam route.
If you have Ice Beam, right?
So you can teach Horn Drill over Bubble Beam as opposed to waiting and teaching it over Rock Slide. Steppehaan is fully paralyzed. Steppehaan is confused. Steppehaan hurt himself in confusion.
Not looking good.
Steppehaan is miserable, I would imagine.
So I'm guessing that he just got the miss on Rock Slide there.
I'm not a fan of this. That's a really risky full restore. I think I prefer just going for it. He does, because by using your full restore there, if you get paralyzed by any of the other Ghastlies, you have to make the Walk of Shame back to the heal pad. Alright, he hits this one. It's like pretty, I guess he's like confused. If he hurt himself in confusion and got Nightshade, he would have died. But I think that's risky. I don't know, it's a tough call.
Yeah, definitely. And playing it safe, but may turn out to be not a very good thing later on. He's still got one more fight. Is it before the heal pad?
There's no more fights before the heal pad, but he has to fight 2 Ghastlies after the heal pad.
Ah, right.
So he loses the risk where it's like much less likely to die on that fight. Since he full restored, he's no longer confused. He's no longer like he could have just swapped in and out to cure the confusion if he really wanted to. But he wanted to heal the paralysis, heal the confusion, and heal the full to like guarantee he doesn't die. So like the odds of him dying there were like 1/1000th of a percent or something. But now, if either of these Ghastlies lick and paralyze, which is what 1 in 3 to use lick, 30% to paralyze on the lick. So 10%. So each Ghastly's 1% to paralyze them, I guess. So about 2% to be paralyzed and have to do the walk back to the heal pad. If my quick math is correct.
Actually, that sounds right, but it may not sound like a lot, 2%, but you'd be surprised how many 2% things happen in these speedruns.
Though there's also the backdoor of getting confused and then hurting yourself in confusion and then getting like paralyzed. So it's probably more like 2.5%.
Yeah. Oh, and Kyutora missed as well, but only got... did he get Nightshaded?
I would imagine so. His health was really high, so... Yeah, so Steppehaan... It's better to teach Horn Drill here. You can teach it any time before the second rocket, but you want to teach it before the Marowak because it gets Horn Drill out of the way when scrolling down to Pokédoll, so it saves an input. Normally Pokédoll would be 11 down from the top if you didn't teach it, but now it's only 10 down from the top. I guess the 10th item, so 9th down?
9 down, yeah.
So, yeah, no. Yeah, his super potions are out of order, but they're still going to be above Pokédoll. So this race is actually, like, still pretty close coming into Lavender Tower.
It sure is, yeah.
They're within 2 minutes for sure. Kyutora lost about 40 seconds on the 4-turn Thrash, but then Steppehaan probably lost the same amount of time on the Ghastly, so we're back to just the like minute and a half difference. Minute and a half is close enough that you can catch up from like any. It's hard to make up a minute and a half without a death or like a serious player, but it certainly can happen.
But making up 3 amounts of 30 seconds lost to RNG can definitely happen.
Yeah, this race is far from over.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen people come back from like triple this deficit. Like, you can still come back. There's a lot of stuff that can happen in this run. You could hypothetically Gen 1 miss on Sabrina and get paralyzed by Venomoth and then die to Alakazam, but maybe. Alright, yeah, Steppehaan's 2 fights ahead?
Yeah, 2 fights ahead now.
And he's on the Blizzard strategy, so which is a little faster on average. So some of the time save has already been experienced because he didn't have to buy Ice Beam.
But he will use a few seconds to teach Blizzard later on.
Yeah, so Kyutora has some time to make up there because Steppehaan hasn't acquired his Ice move yet, unless he's going Iceless and just metaing all of us. Going for the Worcester special. So it doesn't look like either runner is like double inputting to X accuracies, which is a little slower, but it's definitely safer if you're not used to it. You don't want to be like me and fail your double inputs like 5 times in your run and lose 100 million years to getting super repel. Can't use that text. Alright, so off the Celadon, I would expect. I guess I expect both runners to go to Sylph first. You said Kyutora does Late Earthquake, right? Or...
Yes, he's following the Late Earthquake in the new Exarian guide.
Yeah, okay.
So he'll be doing Sylph first.
Alright, so we're not going to have that confusing time when like one person's in Sylph and one person's in Safari and you don't really know who's ahead. But yeah, we saw Kyutora by 6x speeds, so that like 6x speeds kind of indicates Late Earthquake too, because the 6th one's for the Arbok. Most likely, unless he just wanted to buy. He may have also just wanted to buy 1 extra speed and 1 extra special. In the off chance you like fat finger the wrong one, you don't have to go back to the mart. Which is a perfectly reasonable thing to do in a race. Just buy 1 extra of all X items.
Yeah, if you have enough money to do so, then perfectly reasonable.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure every road has enough to buy 11.6 too, which would be 1 extra of everything.
Kyutora did 12.6 too.
Yeah, you can sometimes have that much money if you sell bide and didn't get Ice Beam. So Steppehaan had to like sell a potion because he was kind of awkward on his money. Alright, so he's also going for X accuracy, but he got the glare, so he needs to X speed here. He needs to X speed here. He didn't X speed here. This is bad. Alright, I think he's not familiar enough with this route to know what to do here.
Yeah, he's panicking.
Yeah, you don't. I guess he's just gonna 3-shot with Thunderbolt. If he has the 6th X speed, this is exactly what the 6th X speed is for. You need to X speed if you get paralyzed, because paralysis halves your speed. Or is it half? Or, no, I think it's quartered. So you have like 75% of your speed or something. Regardless, it makes you really slow, and you need the X speed to again be faster than Arbok. Not sure on the exact number. Yeah, so you need to. Whoa.
He's digging out.
Where is he going?
Center.
He doesn't have a full restore.
He doesn't, because he used it on Sylph or on Lavender Tower.
Yeah, so I thought he might get punished because of the 2 Ghastlies, but I totally forgot about this Arbok also punishing you for that full restore.
Both runners opting for the quicker way through Sylph Tower, but it does mean that they'll have to double back to get those items.
And now I would assume they're like within 10 seconds of each other now. Very close.
Oh yeah.
Like, Steppehaan's like not in Sylph, but he already has Earth, or he already has the secret key. So he's just gonna go back up to the 5th floor?
Yeah, by the time that Kyutora has done this fight, they're both going to be opening that door.
Oh yeah, for those people watching who might be doing this route, there is a full heal on the 4th floor if you need it, I believe. I'm not sure exactly where it is, but you can go down to the 4th floor and pick up a full heal, which would be much faster than digging out, getting the getting the Poké Center, and then getting all the way back. Yeah, so they're both on the same fight basically. Teaching. I'm not too familiar with this route. I guess he teaches Ice Beam here.
Yeah, you do.
Does he also teach Earthquake here?
No, Earthquake is later on.
Oh, he hasn't gotten his Earthquake yet, though.
Yeah.
Hence the late Earthquake. Yeah, but you need the Ice Beam for, I would imagine the, what's it called? The rocket fight in between Giovanni?
Yes, you do, yeah.
Well, no, you can Bubble Beam that fight. Bubble Beam, Horn Drill. Again, I'm not too familiar with this route. If you know what's going on.
Kyutora will probably be doing Ice Beam, Drill, Ice Beam for that fight.
Okay.
Can't say 100%, but from what I know about that route, it's probably going to be it.
So I guess he's going to not use Drill on one of these Pokemon to save 1 Drill?
Yes.
Then Elixir before Giovanni, maybe? I guess.
Yes. Yep, okay. That's exactly it.
Alright, because Steppehaan didn't drill the Arbok, did he? No, he like ended up Thunderbolting it.
He ended up Thunderbolting it, but he did miss with Horn Drill. So
no, I don't think he got fully paralyzed. He also healed, so he's back up to 5 PP anyways.
Right. Yes.
So he could have just drilled the Growlithe there. Would have been faster. I think Bubble Beam's not even a one-shot.
Yeah, so Kyutora is going for the Rock Slide on this Growlithe here. To save that 1 Drill.
Yeah. Yeah, since you haven't done Safari yet, so you only have 500 PP. Whereas if you had done Safari first, you would have 600 PP. Which would be why he taught Ice Beam there, because you also teach Ice Beam in Safari in the old route. So since you haven't done Safari yet, you need a place to teach Ice Beam. And by teaching Ice Beam after that Arbok fight, you get to combine the possible full restore menu that you need after Arbok with the Ice Beam teach. Alright, so Steppehaan's doing the X accuracy Bubble Beam Horn Drill, which is what you do on the Blizzard route. And then you just triple Horn Drill and Bubble Beam Rhyhorn on the Giovanni fight, sending you down to 0 Horn Drills. It is currently anybody's game. Really honestly, the lead is probably going to come down to whoever sets up Weezing and Red Bar first. I guess Weezing kill range? I'm not sure what exactly you would call that. Whoever can get in range of dying to Weezing fastest. Because it looks like both of them are going to have to set up on Hypno. Though if one of them chooses not to set up on Hypno and doesn't die to Weezing, that would be another way to like give the lead over to the other person.
Yeah, but from what I know about both of these runners, they're probably going to really try to set up that death range for the self-destruct.
Yeah. So Hypno can take a while to do damage to you. I had a race 2 days ago where it took 10 turns for Hypno to hit me once, so it can take some time. Luckily the Poke Flute is a catchy tune, so it wasn't too bad.
Sure is a catchy tune.
Yeah, so you would, on the Hypno fight, you would Thunderbolt on turn 1, and then just wait until Hypno, like you would Thunderbolt, and then if Hypno hit you, you would Earthquake. If he didn't, you would Thunderbolt again, and then you would do that until he couldn't do any more damage. Then you would just start Poke Fluting, because you can't do any more damage to him.
So Kyutora,
I guess if you have Bubble Beam, you could also Bubble Beam them after the first Thunderbolt.
Yeah.
You just want to make sure that he's ready to die to one Earthquake when you get that Hypno damage. Because you do not want to be giving Hypno 2 turns with you. Hypno can do a lot of damage. And crit
sure can.
Crit, I think crit does up to like 100. Maybe it's only 80. I'm not sure.
That's still too much. Too much when you're trying to set up.
Confusion Critical does a lot of damage. Alright, so yeah, they're both walking towards Earthquake at the same time, but Steppehaan's a little bit ahead. So Steppehaan got it at 120.42. See when Kyutora got it? So I know the exact lead. Okay, I have not been unlucky enough to Thunderbolt turn 1 and then get Earthquake disabled, but I imagine that's miserable too. So 120.42 versus 121.10, so that's a 28-second lead. That's easily within range of just menuing faster, so the race is in both players' hands. Even, like, with identical RNG, either player could win, which is pretty cool. Normally you're in a spot where, like, one runner has to be a little unluckier than the other for the other runner to catch up, but here, like, Kyutora could just menu better and get the lead. Though this menu's a little sloppy. Yep, gonna swap up X speeds and Poke Flute. See how clean these runners are at picking up the hidden items. Sometimes searching... If you miss the hidden item on the first try, it can be kind of tricky because you kind of have to, like, improv finding the item. Yeah, see, so Steppehaan's like, where's this PP up? So he's like, going one step, press A, go one step, press A. The bush, it's harder to get the PP up, I think, than the rare candy. The rare candy's pretty easy, you just wait till the grass is at the top of the screen. Whereas the PP up, you have to, like, count 6 bushes, which kind of go by pretty fast.
I guess that's one of those things that you really try to practice for, not because it necessarily makes you that much faster, but because it's kind of embarrassing to have to go back and forth all this way.
Yeah, so Kyutora went too far, which is way worse than not going far enough. Because you have to, like, go up and press A, which is tricky on cycling roads since it's making you go down. So he kind of fumbled around there for 10 seconds trying to find it.
Excuse me.
Let's see if these runners do their cut menus perfectly. You have to do it perfectly, or it's slower than just biking around the side. Oh, Steppehaan gets it. Kyutora teaching Earthquake on this menu, which I guess is fine. I don't think it matters. Though he didn't swap PP up to the top, or I guess the middle. Usually when you're teaching Earthquake, you swap it using PP up, you want to, like, press select on a middle item you don't need, and then go all the way to the bottom, swap one of them with the middle item, and then teach the other one, so that when you go to use the second item, it's in the middle of your inventory instead of at the bottom. Saves about 5 or 6 inputs, I guess. Depending on how many... I guess it'd be more like 10, 9 or 10. Because they're at the exact bottom of a full inventory. Yeah, the inventory's full at that spot. So Earthquake's in slot 19 and PP up's in slot 20.
Yes. Yeah.
Because you need to use the PP up to pick up the gold teeth. No, it's not full, because you can pick up the gold teeth and then conserve. So one's in slot 19 and one's in slot 18.
But
because you can pick up the gold teeth and then...
But that's once you use...
So Kyutora picking up the full restore. I didn't see if Steppehaan picked up the full restore. I imagine
sure
he did.
Yeah,
okay.
He did.
He's actually out of full restores, so he needs it.
Kyutora has both of them still, I think.
Yeah, getting the second one's fine. Alright, so Kyutora is super repelling there, which is a little risky. I like doing the Earthquake menu during the last repel menu, because now Kyutora's cursor's on super repel. So when you dig out, then get on your bike to go to Fuchsia, your cursor's on super repel. So if you just mash A, you could accidentally fat finger a super repel. It's a Steppehaan going into the fight with the first juggler. Just gonna Earthquake 9 times in this gym.
Kyutora flashing his Pokedex real quick just to show off.
Yeah, so you also lose time there unless you buffered a bike from slot 2. You can like hold A on items and then press the up arrow while still holding A to frame perfect get on the bike from slot 2. Which also doesn't risk using the super repel. Whereas Kyutora just opened his item inventory, then went up 1 when it came up, but then pressed A. Alright, so they're on the same trainer. Different Drowsies, though. This guy really likes Drowsy.
And both of them still at very high health, so they're going to have to really go for this Hypno here if they want to.
Neither of them are in range of dying to self-destruct without a critical or an X attack, so they need some damage from Hypno. So the lead will probably just be like, who gets the better Hypno?
Yeah, kill range is about 80 HP, isn't it?
You want to be below 75. 80 is in kill range, but like the low roll is 76, I think. Yep, so Steppehaan Thunderbolting, and alright, perfect Hypno. This won't kill him even with a crit, though if he got confused, that could be annoying. We've seen it in a couple of races, people getting confused by that Hypno, it feels really bad.
It does.
You like have to swap out and let your slave die, which can take a while since he has 2 moves that don't do damage. I guess if your health's high enough, you could just swap back because the experience isn't necessary, but you risk giving him another shot to confusion you. Alright, they both get confusion, but it took Kyutora a couple hits.
Good Hypno fight, though.
Yeah, a little slower. His Hypno took about 10 seconds more. Unless he crit the Thunderbolt, I didn't see. I just saw that the Hypno was below half.
Yeah, he crit.
Okay, so they both were just Thunderbolt the Earthquake.
Yeah.
Alright, so Steppehaan gonna stall a turn with the Elixir, which is a cool part of this route, is normally you would like stall by Thunderbolting, but this route needs an Elixir at this spot, so you get to save an Elixir menu. It actually looks like Steppehaan's on PV pace if his timer is accurate.
Nice. So that was 28-20 coming out of the Surge fight. Or, what am I saying? Coming out of the Koga fight.
Yep. I would assume the lead's about 40 seconds now. So yeah, Kyutora on a different route, so he's going to stall with an X accuracy. Which is faster than Thunderbolt and also doesn't risk paralysis. Steppehaan's swapping an item here? I guess. It's fine. Yeah, that works.
28:52. So 22 seconds. Or 32 seconds, rather.
Yeah, so the lead has grown by 4 seconds, which is roughly critical hit text plus a bit of sloppy PP up picking up. So it seems like in general the runners' mechanics are about equal, like how fast they're doing the menus on average. Obviously one's going to be faster than the other if one of them fumbles a bit. So Kyutora hasn't done his rare candying, that's why it looks like he got up there. But he still needs to candy and teach surf. Which I assume he's going to do in front of the water and pallet, or in front of the house and pallet?
Probably in front of the house.
Yeah, I like doing if you do it in front of the water, it lets you get to the blizzard without your PPO, without your PPO, without your repel running out. But since he's on Ice Beam, that doesn't matter. Yeah, it would have been better for him to do it in front of the house because you're already in your bag, and then you can just get a free bike. Usually you wouldn't bike from here because it's slower to open your menu and bike than to walk down, but since you're already in your menu, you can just use the bike and it's faster. Alright, it's teaching Surf and Strength. Steppehaan hasn't taught Strength yet. He's gonna teach it. He should teach it in the Blizzard menu. Nope, he's just gonna... This is also fine.
He did use another super repel though, which is interesting after what you just said.
Steppehaan repelled in front of Koga's gym. So when you repel in front of Koga's gym, you repel anywhere in Mansion.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. You can repel in the first tile of Mansion, and the repel will take you all the way to the secret key, as long as you don't like mess up your movement. I was just saying, like, if you repel on the last tile of Pallet Town, that will bring you all the way to the Blizzard, and you can repel in the Blizzard menu.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, Steppehaan, it doesn't matter if you teach Strength there or in the Blizzard menu, because his cursor is now on Strength, so he's like saving those down presses that he did, so he's just gonna have to go down one to teach Blizzard, so it doesn't matter. You still open your menu twice and go all the way to your bottom once. He's just gonna have to teach Blizzard sometime before picking up the secret key, because Blizzard was his 20th item. Sometimes you do that where you forget to teach Blizzard, you go to pick up the secret key. Oh, your bag is full. Then you have to go and teach Blizzard, forget that you haven't picked up the secret key, dig out, and then cry yourself to sleep. Alright, so this is slower because you don't get the buffer picking up the item now. You don't want to do it here. You want to do it literally anywhere before here. Because, like, usually you would walk into the tile holding A. That would buffer picking it up. So you lose a few frames doing it that way. Okay, Kyutora looked like tried to buffer and then was a tile early.
So neither getting side candies. Flitz is probably a little sad about that.
No one's crazy enough to get side candy, other than Lutz.
So a little bit of divergence in the routes here. Steppehaan on Blizzard route, so he's doing Erica first.
I don't think it matters too much which one you do first, except the reason it's faster to do Erica before Blaine, if it doesn't matter, is because if you do Erica second, you have to fly to Saffron, right? The city with Sabrina. You have to fly there and then bike from the center. As opposed to if you do Erica, then Blaine, you dig out of Blaine's gym, which brings you to the Celadon Center, and you bike from there, which is faster than flying and then biking from the Saffron Center. I don't think it matters for either runner which order they do it in. So I think it's faster to do Erica first. Unless, like, the route is slightly different. And if Exarian says to do Blaine first, I listen to him, but... Because that would mean that there's some reason you need to do Blaine first. Yeah, probably like Ice Beam range or something.
Oh, probably something like that. Steppehaan getting through the wiggly route, no problem.
Like, for example, if you're supposed to Ice Beam the Vile Bloom or the Victory Bell, that's a range at level 43, but if you get the experience from Blaine, it's not as... it's definitely 100% to kill Victory Bell, or Vile Bloom. Alright, so you do Ice Beam Erica on this route? Okay, that would be why you do Blaine first. Like, on the Blizzard route, it doesn't matter, because you're gonna Earthquake, Blizzard, Earthquake. But if you're just gonna Ice Beam times 3 on Erica, yeah, you need the extra damage from doing Blaine. Accuracy, agility, because it's never super potion. Doesn't hold B during agility, so loses like 30 seconds to the slowest text box of all time. It always feels bad when you get that text box and you don't hold B. I'm sure everybody does it, but just like, why is it so slow? Alright, so it looks like Kyutora's ahead, but Kyutora hasn't done Erica yet. But yeah, they're still very close. It's going to come down to Black Belt and Lance and Victory Road movement. I guess technically you could like Gen 1 miss on Giovanni. But hopefully that doesn't happen. Or you could Gen 1 miss on Sabrina, but that never happens.
Happened to me 2 days ago. And I died. It was not fun.
I've never died to Gen 1 miss on Sabrina. I've died to Gen 1 miss on Erica and Giovanni, though. Alright, so yep, Kyutora doing Erica second now, and since he did Blaine first, he's gonna Ice Beam all the Pokemon. Ice Beaming the Pokemon has the advantage of being faster than Earthquake because of the animation, Earthquake being a flash and Ice Beam being a shake. But if you do Erica first, Victory Bell's only 78% to die to Ice Beam, and Vileplume is 97% to die to Ice Beam. Yep, both runners getting agility, and both runners not holding B through the agility tugs, so equal time loss. But then Steppehaan got the turn 2 super potion. Nice Blaine AI using a super potion at full health. What a noob trainer who gave him a job as a gym leader. Yes, this is gonna be Ice Beam times 3. Yep.
Yep. Ice Beaming the Wiggly Woo.
Yeah, Steppehaan's a little farther ahead because it's faster to get out of Blaine's gym than Erica's, since you just dig. Which is kind of rude. You're like messing this guy's floor up. Come on. You're in his house and you just like dig. Have to renovate that thing.
So now Kyutora is going to cut his way out and then fly.
Yeah, so he's gonna bike from the Saffron Center, which is a little slower, but since you have to do Erica second, what can you do? Yeah, this is very close. Luckily, because their Nido is really good, they're both going to be faster than Alakazam. It's like barely faster than Alakazam, too. It's really close.
So 21 seconds difference, approximately.
Yeah, but Kyutora is already elixired.
Hmm.
So Steppehaan's going to elixir after Black Belt, whereas Kyutora will not. I would imagine.
And this
I can't imagine he doesn't. I would assume his next elixir is.
So they're basically tied still. It really is going to come down to Black Belt to Lance.
Yeah, like this part of the run, there's like very little variance. Like there'll be variance from runner to runner based on mechanics, but hypothetically, your Erica Blaine Sabrina split should be identical from run to run. Well, I guess Super Potion would be the only real difference, but they both got agility. Kyutora not going to the teleport pad to dig out, which is slower. Even though it's extra tiles of walking to get to the teleport pad,
Yeah,
it like
because
makes the animation change.
because it cancels out the dig animation, it's faster. Technically not a glitch, a feature.
So they're basically just going to both be on the same fight from now until, well, I guess black belt. I guess black belt could just kill one of them and change that.
Yeah, so Steppehaan is saving before black belt. You said he has to elixir after black belt?
Yeah, you elixir after black belt.
Okay.
You need to get these 2 horn drills in before elixiring. Because then you use 1 on champ, or 1 on Viridian Rival, then 5 on Laurel. So you need all your horn drills after black belt. And you need the double horn drill to Machokes. And there's the karate chop, and it's like 75% to crit, so.
There's a reset. Actually,
black belt is pretty likely to kill you, like comparatively.
Yeah. But I think that this is the first, like, reset death in a run, in either of these runs today.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're both deathless from here.
And that's really good, actually.
Machoke getting pumped. Wait, is he earthquaking these?
He is.
Yeah, earthquakes are ranged to kill these things. I guess that's just part of this route. Yeah, so Steppehaan is just gonna Horn Drill Blizzard, Horn Drill, which is 100% to kill everything. I'm not sure what Kyutora did on that fight. I guess he X-Specialed?
Yes, it's an X Special Earthquake Thunderbolt Ice Beam.
Interesting.
And using a second Thunderbolt if you don't get the range on the first Earthquake.
Yeah, so Kyutora is ahead now because of the death. But still, within 20 seconds, I guess? Yeah, within 20 seconds.
Yeah.
See exactly what it is. And yeah, 15-second lead. Oh, I think this fight's faster for Kyutora, so Kyutora's gonna pull ahead. Because he gets the Ice Beam the first 2 pokes instead of... Steppehaan has to Earthquake all 4, and then Blizzard. So I guess that time can be made up if he one-shots the Rhydon. But the fact that Ice Beam is a 1 second faster move than Earthquake... But yeah, you're never gonna one-shot this Rhydon without a crit. It's probably still pretty close between the 2 routes. Maybe Steppehaan's a little faster just because of the chance to one-shot.
Yeah. The Rhydon at the end there, like 9 times out of 10 is going to try and fissure you, which, of course, because you're faster than it will fail.
Yeah, well, he's either going to fissure or guard spec, so he's never going to kill you.
Yeah.
I guess he's what? He's 80% to use fissure, I think, and then 20% to use guard spec, because guard spec's just a 1 in 5. And then fissure is guaranteed if he doesn't use guard spec.
Yeah.
Alright, Kyutora forgot to repel in this bike menu after leaving the gym, so he had to repel right before going into the grass. He also went the long way around the sign. So, a little bit of time save for Steppehaan there. Also, Steppehaan has a faster rival fight on average by a significant amount because of Blizzard. Also, Kyutora not holding B through the agility text. I wonder if he knows that he can. No, it doesn't look like he can because he hasn't done it for a single one. Oh, he did it for that one. No, Steppehaan also not holding B. The frames! Do they not care about frames? Ah! No. It's so slow.
They're doing it on purpose just to get you on tilt.
And Steppehaan holds B for the... Are they like talking to each other and like coordinating this? Alright, so it looked like he got the one shot on the Pidgeot?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, You can't miss Blizzard on this fight since you have an X accuracy, which is cool. A couple of the fights you use Blizzard on, you've already used an X accuracy, like Black Belt and Viridian Rival and Bruno. But then Agatha and Lance and Erica, you have to hit Blizzard the hard way. So yeah, within very close race. We'll see who can push boulders the fastest. I think this is closer than Gunner and Deacon were. Gunner and Deacon's like the only other race I can remember that was this close going into Victory Road.
Yeah, and it's been consistently this close. 9 seconds is the difference right now.
Yeah, well, Kyutora was behind by over 2 minutes at one point. I can't remember. Steppehaan got... Oh, he got the glare. That's what evened it back out.
Yeah.
Glare until walk back to the center. Yeah, so both just gonna... We'll see who does the menus and stuff fastest. Some of these menus are a little tricky. Especially like the one before the second boulder where you have to like super repel and then go down one super repel, then go back up one in Squirtle Strength. That one's a little tricky. Plus, if one of them is able to, ooh, A can move boulders. But if one of them is able to do the perfect movement and save the 1 second from repel text, that would also actually be pretty big considering how close this race is. Kyutora taking the long way. I don't think I've ever seen someone talk to that guard from that exact tile. It's an interesting tile to talk to the guard from. Wow, they both have very interesting paths. Normally you want to just go straight up the middle. But hey, to each their own. A got off the bicycle. It's a little bit shaky movement. But this isn't the part where it's really important to do perfect movement. That's the second repel. Kyutora falling behind because of the no Squirtle nickname. This is very close. Both on the same boulder. It's crazy. Hopefully none of them hit an optional and ruin how close this is. There's some optionals that are a little hard to dodge. Like that guy and that girl are kind of annoying.
There we are. Sorry, my internet cut out for a little bit.
Yeah, so Steppehaan messing up that menu that I was talking about. He closed his menu. Because, like, you want to mash B there to go back to Pokemon, but if you mash B too hard, you just, like, leave the menu and you have to open it again. It's hard to keep track of both of them to see if their movement is perfect. Well, Kyutora's not anymore, so Kyutora's not going to make it to the rock drop. He's going to have to super repel again before then. Hopefully he remembers to super repel before getting the super repel text. Because he's guaranteed to get it before the drop, so you might as well just, like, do it before you get the text, if you remember. I'd be surprised if either of them do swag boulders, considering how close it is. Yep, Steppehaan also fumbling a bit of movement. So they're both in the same spot where they should super repel before getting the text. Kyutora struggling there. So now it's even closer. It's so close! What? He's gonna get the text? He did get the text. Wait. Oh, he tried to YOLO the 2 tiles and got an encounter. Oh, so slow. You should probably just eat the time loss and repel before the hole. It's probably not worth it to YOLO, no matter how close you are. Because if you're 2 tiles away, that's an average of 2 seconds time loss. So And just opening in your menu and super repelling is like a second and a half. Probably less than that, probably closer to like 1.1 seconds. Alright, so Steppehaan back in the lead. Neck and neck. See who's better at depositing Pokemon. This is another part of the menu. This is another part of menuing that can be fumbled. If you accidentally deposit Nidoran, or if you accidentally deposit your flyer, or if you go to the wrong PC. Sorry, my feed froze for a second. I had to reload. Alright, so both of them are doing the flyer into manipulate Aurora Beam into manipulate Rest on turn 2 to guarantee the Lorelei fight. Also, Steppehaan has a little bit of an extra edge here because Kyutora, I believe, this is the health that you have when you took no damage, so he should come out of red bar after the second Onyx on Bruno. So he's going to hear Machamp cry. Not a big deal, but probably about, I don't know, 5 seconds of time loss, give or take a second or two. So, see if any of them save before Bruno. In a race this close, it's kind of hard to like decide if you should save before Bruno. Bruno's so unlikely to kill you. And like, if Kyutora doesn't save here, he's like back to even. Alright, so both are saving, so that doesn't actually affect anything. See if any of them get the slam crit, the classic. It's the only thing that can kill you from here. He has to use slam, it has to hit, and it has to crit.
My internet really crapped the bed here.
Alright. At least you're back.
I'm back here, though.
So Kyutora pulled ahead while you were gone. Or not Kyutora, Steppehaan pulled ahead while you were gone.
That he did. Though not by much, it looks like. They're still both on Bruno.
Yeah. So Kyutora's red bar is going to go away here at level 51. Yeah, Horn Drilling Onyx is a little slower, but it doesn't actually matter. Like, you lose a second, because you get not very effective text on top of the one-hit KO text, but it's not like you're out of Horn Drills or anything. So, as far as using the wrong move goes, it's like the least bad. Yeah, so there's that Machamp cry. Steppehaan opting to full restore before Agatha, which is the safest play. Missing Agatha. Going from the rear. At least it's not as bad as right Agatha, which I can't remember who managed to pull off right Agatha, but they should be ashamed of themselves.
Kyutora also full restoring.
Yeah. I think most runners are going to be full restoring before this fight. The only time you would like Super Potion is if you were going for a PB attempt or something, and you didn't care about dying. Because, like, you're pretty reasonably going to take, like... It's not crazy to take, like, 100 damage on this fight. But it's also not crazy to take no damage on this fight.
Kyutora doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah, I guess he was reading his guide or something. Alright, he's going to have to poke a flute now. Now that is a catchy tune. Though I guess you don't get the catchy tune text unless it doesn't wake something up.
Yeah. Oh, and now he's confused.
Yeah, Agatha's unlikely to kill you, but she just kills your spirit by, like, wasting all of your time. Though to be fair, Kyutora, this might be better for Kyutora because his fight took about 20 seconds longer, but there's no way for Steppehaan to get red bar, like reasonably. And so Kyutora could get the red bar. Wow, confuse rate from both of them. That's rough. Can't switch out.
He can't switch out. He has to go for it. And he gets it.
Slight misstep. You're supposed to Ice Beam that Golbat, not Thunderbolt, because Frozen Solid is better than Paralysis. They both do exactly the same damage. Can't imagine a world where like your Ice Beam is important on this route. Holy moly, this Agatha fight.
Wow.
Alright, so I take back what I said. This Agatha fight is now just really bad. He's got red bar
here. Yeah, he's got red bar.
I guess he's still confused. Yeah, this is rough. This is probably the race here. Just confused twice and put to sleep twice by Agatha. I mean, I don't know if he's watching the run. If he knew how close it was, it's probably correct to just like go crazy and risk dying to Agatha, since it's very unlikely he wins from here now, because he needs like red bar. Steppehaan is very unlikely to die now because he got Hydro Pump miss.
The only thing that could really do it for him is a Sky Attack crit.
Yeah. He did miss a Blizzard. And then didn't hold B during agility. Ugh, it's so slow. Good lord. Whereas, like, if you got hit by Hydro Pump and it didn't crit, you could still, like, maybe die to, like, double wing attack crit, but that's pretty unlikely. But now it's, like, the only thing that can kill him is turn 1 Sky Attack crit. Alright, so saving before Lance. Steppehaan Thunderbolting Aerodactyl, kind of the same logic before. Thunderbolt does exactly the same damage as Ice Beam. They're both super effective to Aerodactyl, so you don't actually have to Blizzard the Aerodactyl, which is really nice. Uh-oh. That's the second Blizzard miss. If this one misses, Kyutora is actually back in it. No, okay, he hits it. Because if he had missed that Blizzard, he would have had to Thunderbolt Dragonite 4 times. Actually, probably more, because I think Lance would heal his Dragonite to full. So that would have been like a minute of time loss. But no, hits the last Blizzard.
Kyutora getting that Hydro Pump, putting him back into, not red bar, but...
Yeah, it's impossible to get a red bar from full.
Yeah.
But if he wants to go for the win, he could take that health into Champion, hope for a wing attack. Because Champion with red bar is like 20 seconds faster, but that's probably not even enough to win. So he probably just has to hope for Sky Attack crit. Alright. In this case, it doesn't matter if he uses X accuracy or X speed first, and he gets swing attack, so there's no way to die now. So Steppehaan's gonna win.
So that is big GG's for Steppehaan. His final time is probably going to be about 2 hours.
It's gonna be more than that. Maybe a 2:01.
2:01?
He doesn't have a red bar here. It's gonna take a while. And the last part takes a minute. He's not gonna finish this fight in like it's probably gonna it'll be close to a 2:00. Late 2:00, maybe early 2:01.
It's 1 minute and 14 seconds from the time that the battle ends to the time that you are done. So
yeah. You actually cannot Gen 1 miss on this fight because you've used an X accuracy. X accuracy removes the concept of missing from the game as opposed to making your move 100% accurate.
Yeah, it completely bypasses the accuracy check.
Yeah. Which includes the 1 in 255 to Gen 1 miss. So Kyutora is still going to have a solid time. I don't know if this is a PB for him or not.
It is. His previous PB was 2:05 something.
Yeah, so this is going to be significantly faster than that.
And I've got a bit of
2:03.
Got a bit of trivia here for you. Kyutora started learning this game just for the tournament. Actually, started practicing it about a week before the tournament began, and the day before the tournament began is when he did his first full run, which was a 2:05.
Thanks. Alright, so he does have Champ Red Bar. So he did what I said, which is not healing before this fight, hoping for one wing attack. So this fight's going to be a lot faster for him, but considering Steppehaan's already done with the fight, he can't exactly catch up.
Well, there is a bit of mashing left.
Sure, but Steppehaan would have to like drop his controller and like not be able to find it. He'd have to pull a Kyutora. Could be screwed. Yeah, so this is going to be a 2-0 from Steppehaan.
Yeah. And this is
Most
also
likely-
GG.
Yeah, this is going to be a 201 from Kyutora, which is a good 4-minute improvement on a PP. Not a bad thing.
Yeah, solid time.
Close the entire way. I mean, the lead was never more than 2 minutes, and the ending lead was only a minute. And they were neck and neck up until Agatha kind of decided to end the race. If they had the same Agatha fight, Kyutora would have won. Because he had the red bar there. But, yeah, the Agatha fight was the big decider. The Agatha fight was too much to overcome with just champion red bar.
So Steppehaan's official SRL time is 2 hours, 0 minutes, and 37 seconds.
Solid time.
So that is a very solid time.
Not a PB from him. I'm pretty sure he has like a, what, 156, 157, something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
But still, solid time.
Kyutora looks like he has posted his SRL time and is 2:01:47.
Maybe this wasn't a PB for Kyutora. Maybe he's PB'd since the tournament started because his numbers are red.
Could be. So it looks like, oh, his he may have fumbled on the dot done there for a second, because it looks like 7 seconds difference between his splits and what SRL is counting.
It's kind of the difference in if you log into SRL from like the website or through Live Split. Because if you log in through Live Split, the dot done will happen as soon as you split the end split on your timer. But if you're on the site, you actually have to like manually go and type dot done. And then there's some lag.
Yeah.
Alright, so do we want to try and get them in the chat?
Yeah, looks like Steppehaan is already in the waiting room here, so I'll drag him in. Hey, Steppehaan.
Yo!
Congratulations on the win.
Big GG's, buddy.
Oh man, when I was tilting the whole time, dude, this was not healthy. Oh man, I had so many unlucky things, and I had a completely bad start. Oh man, I don't know where to begin. It was insane. After that black belt, I thought, okay, I lose. You know, I thought, okay, let's just try to do victory road. Okay, maybe I can win some time there. Oh, and well, lucky for me, I think that's what happened.
Yeah, you had it was like neck and neck. I think you were 10 seconds ahead going into Elite Four, and then his Agatha fight was significantly worse.
Yeah,
So
I had luck with these confusions, man. And
Yeah,
I didn't hit myself once, and I think that's also that's the point. That's the point where I think I made the difference.
Yeah, I'm sure the run didn't start as you had hoped. What, you had like a 29-minute moon exit, I think.
Yeah, I had something like that, but already my Niederrand time was like 8:35. Like, huh, what the hell? And then Brock almost 14 minutes. It was really bad. And then the Misty fight, I did not get damage from Misty, so I was full health. Yeah, I was okay. Let's go safe and let's not try strange things. But
yeah, I think you both had trouble with the Nidoran. I think.
Yeah, and when I was
ahead. You got the guy come onto your screen, right, and had to do the backup?
Yeah, but the problem was I got the glare from Arbok, and then I had to go back because I used my forest already on a Ghastly lake.
Yeah.
And then
so
I
you had to
I had to do something, and I didn't know on which floor this healing lady was. So I thought, okay, let's just dig out.
Yeah. There's a full heal on the 4th floor you could have grabbed.
Oh shit! Yeah, I didn't know. So
Yeah, that's something that people are gonna have to figure out with this new route.
yeah, I think I lost a minute there, and I was a minute ahead. So it was then even again until until I died to black belt, and then I was behind again. And
I guess
somehow I won.
I guess you didn't have an extra X speed there.
No, exactly.
Yeah, so if you don't have an X speed, usually you'll like thrash the Arbok because of exactly what happened to you.
Exactly, yeah.
So yeah, X accuracy horn drill is faster on average.
Yeah, but yeah, I was unlucky. I think Kyutora is here.
Yeah.
What's up? Hello.
Oh, hey man.
Good GG, buddy.
Hey, GG. It's,
Thanks,
close.
man. It was really close, dude. Well played, man.
Yeah, you too, man.
Yeah, there was not a moment in the race that I could feel safe. You know, it was. Oh man, you were the whole time right behind me, and then I got karate chopped on the Machoke, and I was like, no.
Oh, damn.
And then I died on black belt, and you were ahead, and I was like,
Yeah.
okay, you are gonna win. But somehow it was maybe 10 seconds difference or something, and I think in the Victory Road and on Agatha I could make the difference.
Yeah, I got like a one-tile encounter because I was like, right, I'm not gonna like my super repel ran out because my movement was slightly off. And I was like, right, I'm not gonna super repel until I'm down the hole. Like when you go down the hole, and then I got a fucking encounter right before it.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I didn't see that because I had the stream open, but I didn't see you getting the encounter. Wow. Okay. Yeah.
I think it's faster to just repel in that case. I think the optimal way to do it is just if you know your repel's not going to wear out, just repel like anywhere because
that's what I did.
Dodge the text.
Yeah.
Yeah, I repelled underneath that one of these optional trainers.
Because if you think about like each tile of not having a repel is on average 1 second time loss because you have a chance to get an encounter, and just opening the menu and repelling is a little more than a second.
Yeah. I thought, it's only one tile, I'll be fine.
It's not called YOLO for nothing.
Yeah.
And the Agatha fight as well. Now,
that was something.
We were keeping track. You got confused twice and put to sleep twice.
Yeah, and had the full restore.
Oh.
Yeah, I skipped buying full restores. I was like, I've got 2, this should be fine. So I also had to save before champion, just in case you use Sky Attack turn 1.
Yeah, that's the main reason you get the second full restore, is if Agatha is just a jerk.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I was lucky, man. On Agatha, I got confused immediately by the Gengar, but I somehow didn't hit myself in confusion, never. And then Golbat tried to confuse me again, but then after it, I snapped out of it. And I was like, fuck yes. Because I watched the stream and I saw you on Agatha as well, and I was like, okay, just not watch the stream anymore and just go for it. And well, I got lucky as well on Gyarados Lance by a miss. That saved some time as well, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Kyutora actually had champion red bar, so if it had been that close going into champion, it would have pulled it.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh man, this was one of these not healthy runs, man. Really.
So was that a PB for you, Kyutora?
No, it was about a minute or so off. I got a PB. Was it? I can't remember when it was. 2 days ago, maybe, or a day ago. I can't remember. Which was 2:29. Oh,
yeah,
2.
I know.
2,
I know you're
29.
coming to the tournament. Your PB is what, like a 205, but the red numbers. I'm like, this is probably not his PB if his numbers.
Yeah.
Well, it's very funny because my first run was exactly the same time. I got 2:38 in the previous race as well.
Well, at least you're consistent.
I got the exact same time. What the hell? I just watched it. How is that possible?
Just using the same pre-recorded race every time?
Yes, exactly. Wow, how is that possible? Exactly on the second. It is exactly the same. So I know my average.
You don't see many ties in the real timing.
Sorry,
very
what did you
often.
say?
You don't see many times when you're actually like doing real time as opposed to in-game time.
No, exactly. Oh man. Okay, but I think that I think I am going to advance because so far I won 2 of the matches. I think there is not a big chance that I
2-0.
Yeah.
I don't think it's possible. The only way you would not advance would be if there's 3 2-1s and 1 0-3, and then there would be like a tiebreaker. So you're at least guaranteed a tiebreaker from here, even if you lose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
indeed. Well, for me, it's gonna be the hardest one is gonna come up because my next one is against Hammer. So
Yeah.
Kyutora, you can still.
Yeah, I think it depends kind of based on your result. But,
So Kyutora, you're 0-2 now?
0-2, yeah.
Yeah, so you would need Steppehaan to beat Hammer. That would keep your chance alive.
Yeah.
Well, I will do my best for you, Kyutora.
Thank you.
Because I also want to get first place in the group, of course. Why not?
Yeah, being first place out of the group is a lot better.
Yeah, it's a
No,
lot
it
better.
might not be. There's a chance like someone like Gunner could be the 2 seed, or there's also a chance Poke Guy could be the 2 seed.
Yeah, that is true, actually.
Those would be some scary first round opponents if you're the 1 seed.
Yeah, that would be really scary indeed. Oh man. Oh guys, and what were the results of the Shiru Real Res and the one before that?
I know Problem beat Paper in that race.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, that one I knew.
Yeah,
Because of
Paper
the
got the
lucky.
Gen 1 miss.
Yeah,
And
that was.
I'm not sure about the Real Res Shiru run because that's happening at the same time. Maybe someone in chat can inform us.
I guess Shiru, but yeah, you never know. Maybe.
It's likely Shiru won this.
Yeah, likely Shiru. Yeah, Shiru won. Okay. Wow. Nice. Really, man. I am sweaty everywhere.
It was probably the closest run we've had going into Agatha.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Agatha fight made it a little less close than like Deacon and Gunner, but
Yeah, I think if Kyutora didn't get so much troll on Agatha, this was a closer race than Gunner against Deacon.
I'm pretty sure you were both on Agatha's first Gengar at the same time. You may have also both been confused by Agatha's Gengar at the same time.
Dude, that is insane, you know? That is insane.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was a fantastic race to watch.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're entertained. Trying to think. Oh yeah, there was one thing I did actually want to mention. I don't know if you noticed in my Misty fight. That was not intentional to like try and get through confusion there. I did not actually want to do that. That was incredibly risky, but you know, I just want to throw that one out there.
Well, at least you were. I think you were at enough health that like if you hit yourself in confusion, you wouldn't have died to water gun.
Yeah, but if it used bubble beam, yeah.
Wow. I think we both didn't save before a lot of fights. I mean, we both didn't save before Misty, I think, as well, right?
Yeah, I didn't save for Misty.
No, I didn't save. Well, I think we both played it like risky no save.
The Misty fight's a little scary because if you die to Misty, you have to. You don't have enough money, and you need to pick up the nugget in the tunnel.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, wow, I'm glad this is over. It was really cool. This was what I was hoping for secretly, you know, this close race, but still winning.
Yeah, no. Yeah, that was fun. Really
wow,
enjoyed
man,
that.
that was really fun. Yeah, thanks a lot, man, for this race.
Yeah, thank you
Thanks
guys.
a lot.
Thank you for commentating as well.
Yeah, thanks, commentators.
I think there's a race going on now.
Yep, there is
L
Legend Eater
versus
versus Legend and L. That is going on Speed Gaming 1. And then at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight, we have Flutz versus Hassel. That's also going to be on Speed Gaming 1.
That won't be very close, though. I'll probably beat him by like 20 minutes.
Well, good luck in that Hassel. I know Flutes goes for his side candy, so he'll probably make up some time there.
Except I'm gonna go for second.
All right. Well, yeah, lots more Pokemon action coming up. Thank you everybody for watching.
Yeah, so Legend Eater and Elm are over on. Is it
The Speed Game
1?
Yeah.
Yeah, just Speed Gaming.
So just Speed Gaming. So go to your bar and take the 2 out and hit enter.
Yep.
If you want to watch that.
All right.
Thank
That'll
you guys
be it
for watching.
us. Thank
Yes, thank you. Thank you, guys.
Bye.